FSD. 99% of my stuff is.
I love FSD.
Yeah, I don't drive anymore.
So we leased one in December.
Which one? The Model
Model
Y.
Y. Yeah, yeah. And I love it. I mean,
Yeah.
we're like a
Yeah, no gas, no nothing.
and we did the 15,000 miles a year lease, but I'm like blowing past that.
Oh yeah, you should buy. You should
Yeah.
just buy it. I think Teslas are that good that they're gonna do automatic. Like now, it's gonna be unsupervised in December. I mean, that's what they're saying.
Yeah.
So that means you don't have to. You could sleep.
It was my first electric. That's why I was like, man, let me just.
Oh, you guys are good. Okay.
Let me lease it versus buying it.
Yeah.
Just so I just get a new one every 3 years.
Yeah.
And be done.
Yeah.
In my head, I'm like, by that time the tires will be worn out.
Yeah.
So just trade it in, or just avoid the maintenance.
Got it.
And I might have to pay some like overages.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Cool. Yeah. Let's just get started.
Yeah.
So it's just gonna be like intro and stuff, and this can be very casual because what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be taking clips and chop it up, right? So anything that you might think you bring it up, I'll bring it up as well. So yeah, cool. I'll just get started. So, hey guys, today I'm with Dipesh. We met a couple weeks ago, and we were talking about real estate in terms of in the healthcare sector as well. Right. But even before we get to that, I just want to know, like, how long have you been in Austin? First of all, like, we're in Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, how long have you been in Austin? Like, what's been your journey so far to kind of get to that healthcare real estate sector?
Yeah. So, we moved to Austin about 4 years ago during the height.
The height.
Moving in, right?
Yeah.
But, I mean, 4 years we've had a great time, right?
Yeah.
So we came from a small town in the Midwest. Moving out here, so having a lot of fun, meeting a lot of people, new people. It's awesome to see the up and coming generation in tech and talk from just all the stuff people are working on. Is really cool too.
What's your favorite thing about Austin that just attracts you?
Really, just the outdoor activities that we have to offer, right? So now, like, we're playing basketball and pickleball and a lot of like the hiking stuff that we do, and we get to swim every day now, so it's cool.
No, I think that's great. And for you itself, like in terms of like Austin as a city, what do you project like in the next like few years? I mean, you've seen like what I've done with the Austin report, right? I've covered all the new things that are coming. The Terrafab. I mean, you have the Samsung's factory. They're developing their thing. But what do you see for Austin in the next like few years? I know you're in real estate as well, but I just want to kind of get your perspective on it.
So I watch closely at like all the small signals in the marketplace, right?
Yeah.
Macroeconomically and micro as well. So here, the beauty of this place is there's a lot of land.
Yeah,
right?
Of course.
A lot of opportunity to build.
Yeah.
And as you can, I mean, you're reporting on this stuff. There's so much new things that these bigger companies are bringing into town, right?
Yeah.
A lot of it's coming in from the Bay Area or whatnot,
of course.
Technology-wise, right?
Yeah.
So when those things come in, to support the population, you got to have the multifamily side of things, right? The housing.
Yeah, of course.
You got to have the food and beverage side of stuff, right? You have to have the lifestyle side of stuff.
Yeah.
So all those small businesses have to pop up to support like the big companies coming in. And it's a two-way street because, the people who are working for these companies have to have something to do, place to stay, and it's got to be an enjoyable experience. So it makes them stay long-term as well, right? So that part of it is neat. So, I'm always studying these signals of, hey, what companies are looking, which ones are shying away, who's hiring, who's not. And then within the companies that I study individually, like what divisions are thriving. Like, for example, if we have a chip manufacturer, who are they selling the chips to? Mm-hmm. Is the chip technology ahead of its time? How are we comparing it to other companies?
That's awesome.
Because it's important because, if like let's say they're not strong at getting contracts,
of course,
then that's going to affect their employment in the whole 9 yards, right?
No, so, that makes sense. And the other question that I had is, I mean, you have such a wealth of knowledge of real estate itself. Like, what really made you get into real estate? Was it more of like just your passion for all these analytics. I mean, it seems like you're very analytical in, you know, how you talk and things like that. Is that just kind of fell in, or is this something that you were introduced to? Like, what made you get into this kind of sector?
Yeah, I was lucky because I grew up in hospitality.
Oh, okay.
You know, growing up in the hotel industry.
Oh,
So it was
got it.
kind of like just innate behavior
Yeah.
type of thing. So we're always kind of looking at stuff, analyzing things, and then, you know, my education was revolved around business as well.
Yeah.
And then I happened to veer off into a different path, into dentistry.
Oh, dentistry.
Yeah. So I you know, I practiced for 20 years.
20 years you were a dentist, turned now real estate.
Right.
That's kind of like a polar opposite.
Yeah, but while I was in dentistry, you know, I was busy with the business side too, right?
Yeah.
Just in the developing businesses, acquiring properties, surgery centers, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Alongside the dental practice.
So, got it. I mean,
you haven't been in Austin that long either, right?
No, I mean, I've not. I mean, I've only been in Austin for 1.5 years, approximately 1.5 years. But like,
dude, it's what
crazy.
You're doing is like, I admire it. It's really cool.
Yeah,
because in such a short period of time, you've developed such a huge following in this marketplace, right?
And it's all due to consistency, right? I think anyone could have done it. Like I'm a living example of, you just come, you're consistent with what you do.
Yeah.
You have goals. When you set your goals, then you're going to do what you want to do, right?
Yep.
Like even yesterday, the day before yesterday, I had my Austin Report Doers Club, which is just invite the top entrepreneurs in Austin that have that giver's mentality and that wants to help people grow.
Yeah.
And we did that. And that was our second event. So it's things like that that I've always envisioned. I just take action. I think one of the biggest things to do is, like, a lot of people, they say they're going to do something, but they never fall through. But what I do is, when I say something, I'm like, you know what? Immediate action. Like, I have to do it, because if you're not going to do it, what's all that point of saying all these things? Because people say it on social media. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Or to their friends, I'm going to do this. But no, it's been years.
Why do you think that is?
I think it's just because people just, when they speak it, right, they're like, yeah, I can do this. It's easier to say than to do it, because to do it, you have to do it in the days that you don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Right? It's the days where you feel you're down, you know, you're like, I don't want to get up, I don't want to do this. But those are the days when you act, you're the most strongest.
Yeah.
Because in life, you can't always have highs, right?
Yep.
You're gonna have lows. But in that time when you have those lows, of when you react is what defines you as a person. You know?
It's the discipline factor, right?
It's the discipline factor.
Right. And I almost feel like a lot of people don't have as much discipline as what we would want, right?
No, they don't. I think it's, like I said, they like to kind of speak, like they can do this, they can do this. I mean, if everyone spoke and things would just magically happen, everyone would be millionaires, because I'll be a millionaire. Like, you could just say that, but it's doesn't mean it's gonna happen just because you said it.
Right.
You have to take action. You have to have goals. You have to have many, I guess, like small goals that works up to your big goal, right? Yeah. If you don't have that, and also you gotta want it, right? Yeah. Like in the morning, I was talking to one of the business owners, and he said the same thing. It's all about manifestation. Is like, how much do you really want to do that thing?
Right.
Right.
And be successful at it.
And be successful at it.
Right.
If you really, really want it, if you really want to be successful in real estate, if you really want to be successful in insurance, if you want to be successful in any business that you want to do, you have to make that your primary objective.
Right.
And do it, right? If you're going to be like, oh, no, I'm going to skip today, maybe I'll just do it tomorrow, then it's not in your priority list that you want to be successful in what you want to do. I posted 7 times a day because this was my priority of what I wanted to do. I wanted to grow in Austin. I wanted to have a platform in Austin, also meet cool people in Austin, right? So,
and you're not fearful of putting yourself out there.
Yeah, I'm not fearful of putting myself out there. And that's one thing that I talked with the business owner this morning is, he was just like, I'm scared that people would judge me. right? And the thing is, like, in this day and market, if people judge, like, people will always judge you no matter what happens, no matter what opinions that you put, people will always have something to say.
Yeah, you just move forward.
And you just move forward. So what I did was, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna post it. At first, I was scared to put myself on camera, but I realized that I'm like, no, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna do it. After that, there was no turning back. Yeah. After I already put myself on camera, I was like, okay, I mean, I had haters and things like that. Right. But it's like I just kept going. I'm like, I'm already on camera. I'm already on social media.
Yeah. And you know what? Like, so this whole social media podcasting thing.
Yeah.
We met at some networking event.
Yeah, we met at a networking event.
Randomly came up to me, and we connected.
Yeah.
And from talking to you, that's when it started turning in my head.
Yeah.
Of getting more comfortable on doing this kind of stuff because I've never done it.
You've never done this,
This is like my first time doing
first
this
podcast or second podcast?
Second.
Second podcast ever.
Yeah, right.
So I mean, for you, like, you'll get used to it.
Yeah, for me, and it's I'm in the real estate industry.
Yeah.
Right? But I see the value of educating younger folks like yourself who are coming up, hard workers, hustling, to get involved in real estate, right? You have your primary income.
Yeah.
And now for me, it's about coaching and mentoring young folks like you to start thinking about passive income strategies.
Yeah, no, I mean, you have a wealth of experience. You have a wealth of knowledge. I think younger people right now still are not educated in real estate as we wanted to, because a lot of the social media content that you see now is just like maybe like dancing, all these different kinds of, but the education perspective, first of all, it really never gets that many views anyways, because it's just people are just
right.
Here's one thing that I said in previous podcasts too. It's just the dopamine level, right? It's the attention rate.
Kick.
Yeah, they don't get that kick. They get that kick when there's like something funny or something like that, right? Where it's not related to this. I mean, obviously you can make videos that are funny with real estate, which is what a lot of creators are doing right now. But still, everyone has such a short attention span these days that you have to get their attention in the first 2 to 3 seconds, really. That's the hook. I mean, that's what we found out is like if they're scrolling, right, and if they see that it's not interesting enough, they're going to go ahead and skip that. So all that wealth of knowledge that you might have put in that video, all that effort, people are not going to see it.
Just swiping.
They're just going to swipe. And I've been guilty of doing that too, because what happens is that when you keep swiping and things like that, your mind's like, okay, I want the next best thing. Yep. But if it's not good, then your brain, like your hand's going to swipe it, right?
Are you using like coaches and mentors to help push you forward?
For me, not really, actually, surprisingly. I think for me, I've always been self-driven myself, because I know the ambition, like for sure, like I am looking for like coaches and things like that, because to get to the next level, I think you need someone that's already done it, right?
Absolutely.
That's already replicated it, right? Obviously, I think for me to grow faster, definitely would need a coach, but right now, not really. I mean, I technically, like, in terms of a coach, like, I have my friends, my colleagues, right? That I'm, like, bouncing ideas back and forth. Like, we do masterminds and stuff like that. I wouldn't really call that a coach, because a coach is, like, someone that's, like, one-on-one with you. But, like, I've had collaborators where, we're just exchanging ideas.
Yeah, that's
you are who you surround yourself with, right?
That's
so
right.
When you surround yourself with people that want to become successful, that have all these ideas, you just bounce those ideas back and forth. So
you're the average of the 10 folks you're hanging around with.
Exactly. You got that right. Right. So that's, it's like it's literally that's it. Because if they want to be successful, then you're gonna want to imitate what they're doing, because they're doing it. So why am I not doing it, right?
Yeah.
So
I was lucky because my whole career I was always really well coached. Right?
Really?
To push me to the next level.
Got it.
Right. So not only coaching on what I'm doing as the main profession, but also coaching of pushing myself into the next level type of stuff.
Yeah.
And I've always done that, and different coaches at different inflection points of my career as well.
Nice.
Right? Because you got to remember, I did a huge pivot from the medical profession into the world of investments.
That is, like I said, polar opposite.
Right? Totally opposite type of stuff. And I was able to successfully do that just because I was well mentored by people on both sides of the fence.
Yeah.
so I can kind of accelerate really quickly.
I have a question for you. So what was the biggest lesson, like the biggest thing that you took away from your mentor, like in terms of advice that you'd like to share, to people?
Yeah. So early on, this was, right out of residency.
Yeah.
I wanted to open a whole bunch of offices
Yeah.
and never really practice. Right. And my coach was like, brother, you got to keep the main thing.
Yeah.
Master your craft, put in 10,000 reps, master it. And if you master it, you're going to be uber successful.
Uber successful.
And I it ingrained into my head. And that was like the discipline. And I needed somebody to tell me that, right? And it kind of puts almost a chip on the shoulder. And even the days that you don't want to wake up and do anything, you're like up because, hey, I've got to practice my skill set.
Yeah.
And it's go mode.
Yeah. And I would say like those days that you didn't want to do it, everyone has those days.
Yeah.
What kept you like is it just like mentally you're like, okay, you know what? I have to do this, or did you do some things to kind of help you get motivated,
Well, the cool part for me was most of my patients were pain patients, right? TMJ pain patients, jaw pain patients.
Yeah.
Right. And through the type of stuff I was doing, the impact I made getting them out of pain, and these people are coming to me from like all over the world, all over the country.
Yeah.
For the type of services I do, right?
Yeah.
So it's that drive and helping people was like super important to me.
Yeah.
Right. So there was no off time because I was always learning about newer techniques or newer ways, more efficient ways, better ways of either non-surgical or surgical methods of treating TMJ.
Yeah.
To help my patients, right?
Yeah.
And it was just had a huge practice.
It was just a huge practice, and for you, I guess, kind of serving other people was always your number one priority.
Helping other people was always priority, right?
Always priority, because if you I think that should be for any business, any business owners itself.
Yeah.
You're making money, but it's like I think the end goal for everyone should be to make a positive difference in people's lives.
Yeah.
People that are struggling, people that are down, people that need help. Be that person. Be that light.
The little things that count, right? Like whether you're at a hotel or a restaurant or whatever, it's the same in what I do. Like, just reach out to people, stay connected with them, and do the small things. And people always remember that.
People always remember that.
Even like when I go to a small business, right? When somebody kind of goes out of their way to do something, it sticks to me, and then I'll frequent that business because I know I'm going to be taken care of.
Because you're appreciated, right?
Yeah.
I think in our society right now, a lot of people
gone.
It's gone because that whole closeness, that kind of like love, I would say, to these small businesses especially, it's like no, it's like people are just like kind of just moving too fast.
Right.
They don't really care. It's like they're like money, capitalism, right? They're just like
transactions.
It's very it's very transactional. And one of the things that I've mentioned before, and I think is the giver's mentality, right?
Yep.
Giving without expecting something back. I think that's the best way to grow your business, to help other people, right? It's called unconditional, right? And same thing, like I mentioned before, is the Austin Report Doers Club represents people who give without expecting something back. There's 3 people. One, the takers, obviously they're not going to last that long because they just take and they leave.
Yeah.
The most common is transactional. You give me this, I'll give you this. You give me this, I'll give you this.
Right.
And then the other one, which is a little bit of a small percentage, is the givers, which are like, you know what? I love helping people. You know what? I don't want anything in back, but I want to help you because it's the right thing to do, and it's what makes me happy as well. So,
and this year, speaking on that, for the first time we had an intern at the office.
Nice.
Right? And it was the coolest. We had the greatest time.
Yeah.
High school senior, looking to get into college and things like that. So wants to get into the world of finance and hedge funds.
Yeah.
And all of that. So I'm teaching them how to study balance sheets and profit and loss, and just mentoring them and things like that. I took him to Macomb School of Business.
Nice.
Did a tour.
Yeah.
Introducing some folks there.
That's awesome. So for me, I mean,
it was over the moon.
Just by talking to you, I think your passion is just mentorship. Like you just like sharing that knowledge, that ideas, you know, from what you've learned so far. So do you see yourself as kind of being that mentor, like kind of, I guess, through the rest of your careers and things like that? Or is
100%. Yeah. So I do it in 2 tracks.
Yeah.
The first track is in the world of TMJ. So mentoring doctors.
Yeah.
How to treat TMJ and also how to create financial freedom as well, right?
Yeah.
The second pathway is up and coming, you know, college students or high school students, young people who are trying to figure it out. So teaching them the ropes in the world of business and finance, in the world of private equity, right? So, you know, what I'm looking for when I'm investing in deals, whatever kind of deal that may be in.
Yeah.
And also helping them navigate through like the world of college, right?
College, yeah.
Whether, hey, is this school going to be a good fit for you or not?
Yeah. Speaking about college, I just wanted to get your opinion. Do you really think like a college degree is worth it compared to what you've learned kind of outside? Because I know you're talking about mentorship, right?
Yeah.
Versus a college degree.
Yep.
Do you think that, like, in my opinion, a mentorship is worth way more than an actual college degree for what you do? Because I was talking to a business owner this morning, and he said, what I used in college, like I don't apply it to anything that I do. Like barely I apply it to anything. So I wanted to hear your thoughts on that.
I'm going to give you my opinion.
And your opinion.
A very biased opinion.
Yeah,
too,
of course,
right?
of course.
I'm a education junkie.
You're an education junkie.
So I've done multiple fellowships, multiple masterships.
Yeah.
So I've gone through a lot of like schooling and postgraduate education, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like a total nerd at heart.
Yeah, right? Of course.
I'll tour colleges and universities just for the sake
just for fun,
right? So, and I put, you know, a heavy emphasis on education.
Yeah.
What comes out of it is, I totally get both sides of the story, right? So in the world of business, you kind of pick it up from hard knocks.
Yeah.
From losing, failing.
Yeah.
And then winning deals and figuring out just through doing it.
Yeah.
But the principal knowledge, the foundational stuff, comes from the educational system as well, right?
Yeah.
And the beauty of it is the networking aspects that come out of whichever university you go to.
Could be
also, right? So that's important. So the networking aspect is important. The foundational knowledge is important, right? And then you marry that with the school of hard knocks, and then you become a superpower.
And then that's what you need. So is it like a combination?
Education, it's a combination.
Education, but it's also your willingness too. I mean,
your willingness to put yourself out there, your willingness to do it, your willingness to take risk.
Yeah.
Whether it's calculated risk or uncalculated risk.
The biggest risk is not taking a risk, right?
Yeah. But if you don't take any risk in life, you're not going to get anywhere.
You're not going to get anywhere. And do you think a lot of people are just kind of like they just want to be in their comfort zone and not take any risks?
100%, because I mentor a lot of people.
Yeah.
And you know, I have to really kind of just like shake them.
Yeah.
And be like, dude, like you have to like do this. I'm going to push you off the cliff.
Yeah.
You're going to go into a free fall. I won't let you die.
Yeah.
Right.
But you're going to be thrown in the water.
Right. If I don't make you uncomfortable and if I don't really agitate you, you're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah.
Like you're just too comfortable where you're at.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of people just need that.
Yeah.
Whether, you know, they may not like you in the spur of the moment or whatever, right? But like when they look back retrospectively, they're like, man, what that guy was saying, he was right.
He was right. And is that what your mentor did to you, was to kind of throw you in that water when you were also maybe comfortable?
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, luckily I've done plenty of bad deals, right? And a lot of like great deals as well, right? So everything balanced out.
Yeah.
But through like the consulting and mentorship and the coaching that I've done, it's helped me push along much further than what I could have achieved kind of on my own.
Got it.
Which was cool. So like even for you, like you're highly driven, highly motivated, right? You would just get super amplified.
Yeah.
Right,
with
your
having a mentor.
trajectory would increase substantially with great coaching.
Yeah, with great coaching, finding that right person.
Finding the right person is like the hardest thing.
Yeah, it's the hardest thing, right?
You go through a bunch of people along the way.
Yeah.
And one person's not going to take you through your whole career.
No.
It's multiple people at different points.
Different paths, because everyone has like a specific strength, right?
Yep.
Not no one's perfect at the end of the day. Everyone has that kind of like skill set that you might use, but then maybe you want to do another skill set, or maybe you want to gain that. So you're working with multiple people.
Right.
And along your journey and things like that. For you, you've had multiple mentors, right?
Right.
Got it. So no, that's awesome.
Through Austin Reporter,
yeah,
you've started up like multiple lines of businesses kind of within that umbrella now.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, no.
So what all are you getting into?
Yeah, for me, I mean, one of them was, I started the Austin Report about a year ago.
Right.
It was all about reporting of everything that's happening in Austin, all the cool things.
The new things.
Yeah, all the news things, right? But then after like 6 months before, I started actually talking to businesses, because what happened was that I realized there's a gap. A lot of small businesses in Austin just were not heard, because there's so many businesses here in Austin. There's so many startups here in Austin. There's so many entrepreneurs here in Austin. But it's such a, like, they're just not getting heard. They're not getting that spotlight. They're not getting that visibility. So I was like, you know what? At that point, I think I had like 20,000, 25,000 followers. So I was like, why not use my follower base to give them that spotlight that they deserve, so that other people in Austin know about their business and can help support local businesses.
Yeah,
that's my main thing that I want to do, is I want to give them that spotlight that, oh, you know what? There's this nice food truck here. You should go here. There's this nice restaurant here. You should go here. There's this nice moving company. There's this nice there's a lot of companies that I think they're making a positive difference in Austin that needs to be highlighted. So I was like,
and the big companies have a budget to do all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
The small guys, they just don't have a budget, right?
They don't have a budget.
With the stuff you're doing and giving them visibility, that's very powerful.
It's absolutely powerful, because what happens is that it's like these small businesses, I mean, all the time they tell me like, thank you, you know, I'm getting all these business, like all the traffic because of my videos, because most of my audience from the Austin Report are local people, right? That are looking for these spots, or they might be looking for a moving company. They might be looking for a restaurant. They might be looking for a service, right?
Yep.
They're going to be looking for that. So me highlighting and spotlighting those things are making it easier for them to find those specific ones, rather than going to the big chains. Obviously, like you said, the big chains, those big franchises have marketing budget.
Right.
But what about supporting startups? What about supporting people's dreams? That they want to build something, you know? They want to become the next big company.
Right.
And you could be a part of that.
Exactly.
So I was like, you know what? I got really excited, and I'm like, I'm going to do this. So right now, focusing on local businesses, but also startups as well, because startups, I mean, it's just an idea that they have, and they want to be successful, and like, I want to help with what I can.
Yeah. Plus, man, there's a plethora of startups in this area.
A lot. Austin is known for the startups. I think Austin is in the top 10 in the entire world for startups.
Right. Especially like, you know, I go to a lot of these AI events, tech events and stuff, right? And it's really cool, things that we don't even think of, right? That these kids are devising their software or whatever it is on it.
Yeah.
And they need help on like the business side.
Yeah.
Which like, you know, I help and
do
my part, right? But like the folks who are establishing small businesses and stuff, that's where you come in. Yeah. To give them a spotlight, to give them the visibility.
Yeah, it's all about the visibility. It's all about the help as well, because one of my kind of like passions, like what I really want to do with the Austin Report, I guess, like moving forward, is I want to connect startups with investors. Okay. I think that's another like avenue that I want to get into. Also run events, you know, for these different business owners to collaborate with each other.
I would love to help on that. I mean,
for sure. Yeah, definitely.
We're in the space anyway.
Yeah. I think that's one of my passion projects that right now, that's what I want to do with the Austin Report. Obviously, I'll continue the reporting, because people in Austin deserve to know what's happening in this city. All the news, like it feels like there's always something happening in Austin every single day, whether it's some kind of company buying a VC company, things like that, right? I always report a lot of things like Delta, they're expanding the Austin Bergstrom Airport. There's always something happening in the city. But what I want to do is there's a lot of brilliant people. There's a lot of entrepreneurs that have really become successful here. I want to be that connector that connects different people out in the city with each other, because when you have a lot of minds together, when you have a lot of brilliant minds together, it just makes
better things.
It just gets that energy. It's to become even more successful.
Right.
Imagine bouncing ideas with a lot of these top entrepreneurs with each other, right? So that's another thing that I'm passionate about. Yep. Obviously, startups as well, because like I said, I think startup is something where they have a dream, right? I went to Capital Factory as well, and I saw all of their pitches and things like that. It's like they have a dream that they want to do this. So why not become a part of their dream and help link them with anything that they have? You have the connections, you just link them together.
Right.
Maybe they might need funding, or they might need marketing, or they might need some kind of thing, but being there for them in that time of need is something that, let's say they make it big, you helped with that. Like that is that, like you can look back and let's say like 5 to 10 years, let's say that company goes absolutely great. You're like, I was a part of this. Right.
Yeah,
and that makes you
so
happy.
Cool. Right.
So that's like kind of my, like, if I were to say like the dream and goal with the Austin Report is to use all the people that I have, all the wonderful entrepreneurs that already follow me, to have this kind of group, this setting where everyone can collaborate with each other and grow and make Austin one of the best cities in the entire U.S.
I think you're onto some great things, man.
Yeah, that's my passion, Yeah. Right now, obviously, I'm still building. It takes time to build, right? Yeah. I've only been, like I said,
it's an ongoing process.
It's an ongoing process, right? I'm doing all those small increment goals every single day to try to make this happen, right?
Right.
But in my dream, like I told you, is for that to happen. And like with all the people that are in Austin right now, imagine all those things, like all the collaborations, all those cool things that could happen with all of them in that same room, with all of them getting those experiences, together.
Right.
So I would say that's my passion with the Austin Report. But I think the main thing, like you said, is helping people. At the end of the day, like we do what we do because we want to help people grow. We want to help people excel.
And that's how we grow.
That's how we grow too. Yeah. When other people grow, we grow alongside with them. Exactly. And one of the things that I said yesterday in my story as well is, if someone's winning, I'm happy. Like if someone wins, I'm like, okay, you know what? That's what, like, it's like, wow, they did it. I know there's some people, they get jealous, they get envious, like, oh, why is this guy winning, but why am I not winning? Because it's the stage of the life that you're in. Everyone has their own journey in their path of life. Not everyone is, otherwise everyone would be millionaires, or everyone would have that same amount of wealth. Right. Everyone has that, or that knowledge, Everyone has their own stage. So it's not a race against someone else. It's not a comparison. It's a race against yourself. So you kind of go in your own path and you grow alongside other people, but at the end of the day, you're competing against yourself. And to become, and I said this before as well, become 1% better, at least 1% better every single day to have that compounding effect.
Well, it just makes society better in general.
Yeah.
Right? And it helps growth and spur growth, and new ideas and thoughts come out of all that stuff.
Yeah. And one thing that I've said this in my previous podcast too is, like, what would you say, obviously, you're very smart and you're very knowledgeable in what you do in your industry. What would you say is your biggest weakness so far and something that you have to improve? I know this might be a little tough question, but it's something that I think kind of like everyone, we're all human. We all have weaknesses, but what's that weakness that you're trying to work on right now to become a better version of yourself?
It's my skill set in communications.
Oh, really?
Right? So now I'm, my role is more leading a team.
Yeah.
Before I was the lead doctor, the lead surgeon, right?
Yeah.
So the team's, everybody's under me, right?
Yeah, of course.
So now I'm leading more of an executive team, like a C-suite, different caliber of people.
Different caliber of people. Right?
So it's important. It's important for me portraying the leadership qualities and the skills in communication and effective communication.
Effective communication.
Right.
Have you done anything like right now to kind of work on that? Work on that skill set?
I'm starting to do more and more on that. So a lot of reading related to it. I've started. This is kind of my new journey in podcasting too, to help me with not only the verbal communication but the thought process and then the thought leadership behind it. I write quite a bit.
Oh, you do?
And that's to like for post and things like that. And now I'm trying to push myself to do this type of stuff more, like, one-on-one, where the information may not end up in a public forum.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's something that you want to kind of get out of your comfort zone.
I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Right? I'm out of my comfort zone for sure.
Yeah.
But it's to help other people look at me and show them, hey, if this guy can do it, I can do it too.
Yeah.
Right? This guy is not built for, being on videos or social media and things like that.
You want to prove them wrong.
I've never done social media.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to write something on Facebook.
Yeah.
But I want to start somewhere to show anybody who's like teeter-tottering with that thought, like, hey man, if this guy can do it,
anyone can do it, right?
Anybody can do it.
And you set an example. You said that.
And just being comfortable with yourself.
Yeah, being comfortable with yourself. And you never. And one of the things I like to say is you never know who's watching.
You never know who's watching, and we're living in a time where like everybody's always watching.
Everyone's always watching you, like, and every single move.
Right. Nothing's ever hidden now.
No. That's like a whole different topic, but it's like there's nothing that's hidden. So for me, I'm like, you know what? Authenticity is key. Just be yourself. Yeah, be yourself. Even on social media, I see some people that they're not themselves on social media, and then they're a completely different person, in real life. But I'm like, you know what? Why not just be yourself all the time? Show other people who you are, your passions, what you like to do, and stuff like that, and they will follow.
They'll follow. Well, and you're a natural at it too.
I mean, I used to be an introvert, actually.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of, before, I think a couple years ago, I used to always just kind of just be in my kind of shell and just be quiet. I didn't really like talking to people. I was just like, you know what? I was so
And you were up north, right?
I was in Michigan, yeah.
Okay. And what did you study?
I studied computer science.
Okay.
And for me, it was like, I'm just going to go just sit in my laptop, code, all these different kinds of things. And I didn't want to go outside. And it was also Michigan as well. I said this before. It's the environment that brings the energy.
Right. And Austin, what was the thing that broke you out of your shell?
The thing that broke me out of my shell was just the realization that I was going nowhere with my life. And it's the honest truth, because what happened was that I would just go time by time, but I would always be doing the same thing. I would always just be in my comfort zone, but I never felt growth. In my mind, I'm like, what am I doing? I'm living Groundhog Day every single day, and it feels the same. It never felt any progression. And then I thought to myself, I did a reflection. I'm like, am I really doing what I really want to do?
Right.
And I told him, no, I didn't. And that was the point of reflection. I'm like, I have to do something different. Otherwise, I'm going to be in the same cycle for the rest of my life. People are not going to know who I am. I'm not going to get to do what I want to do, which is to help other people. Right. So I was like, you know what? Let me break out of this cycle. And then obviously, I used to watch, YouTube videos and things like that. People like Alex Hormozi and things like that. And they really helped me kind of get that perspective. You know what? You have to do these things. You have to hustle. You have to do. At first, initially, I thought, no, maybe the right moment will come later, I don't have to do it now. I'm young. My excuse was I'm young, right? This was when I was 23, 24. It's like, oh, I'm young. I'll have time, later on. Let me have my fun now, Let me play video games. Let me hang out with my friends and do this. But then as the time goes, you're 25, 26. You're like, time just flies. Right. And you're like, I have to do something, right? I have to.
How did you pick Austin?
I picked Austin because I came in 2019, at the end of 2019, just right before COVID. And I just felt that energy in the city. It was just, it's so funny. I was in the city for only 5 hours, but I felt that energy, like something within Austin. I'm like, I have to move here. I was supposed to move during COVID, but during that time, but COVID happened. So I didn't get to move. And then 2021, 2022 finance and all that stuff kind of restricted me to move to Austin. And then after that, I was like 2024. I'm like, I have to move to Austin. So what did I do? I come with my family. 1 week, we just took our car. We came from Michigan to Austin. We drove here. In 1 week, we closed on a house. We closed on 2 houses, actually. My investment property and my family's property. And then we drove back to Michigan. We're like, we're moving here no matter what happens. And then after that, in a few months later, I'm like, I have to go to the city. After I come to the city, a few months later, I got my real estate license, and then that's when I started the Austin Report. And then after that, I just started posting every single day. I was very zoned in. I'm like, this is gonna work out. That's why I screenshotted all my progress and all that things. And
you're crazy busy on the real estate side too.
And I'm busy on the real estate side right now. I mean, I'll be transparent. I'm referring out a lot of deals because I want to focus on the Austin side of things. But real estate is such a great profession as well. It's so good because at the end of the day, real estate will always appreciate. I mean, you look at the last 30 years. I mean, it's always going to appreciate over time. I mean, Austin had that boom in 2021, I believe, with the whole, everyone's moving to Austin from California or something. I know a lot of people from California that moved to Austin. Prices skyrocket, right? And obviously right now there's a correction, and we're still part of maybe it's a little bit stable now, but 22, 23 was that huge correction that absolutely destroyed the market, but it's going to come back.
Right. Long term, we're going to be fine.
Long term, we're going to be fine no matter what. It's a correction because so many people moved to Austin. And I don't know if you know this, but Austin hit 1 million population a couple weeks ago.
That's right.
So a lot of people are moving here. When a lot of people are moving here, and when you have companies like obviously Tesla with what they're doing, Optimus, Terafab, Samsung, NVIDIA, all these different companies that are building all these different things, prices are going to appreciate. I mean, that's just common sense in my opinion, right? So
I mean, it shows the growth of the city as well.
It's a growthful city. Austin is one of those cities where you come here and you're like, whoa, everyone is building something. And if I don't build something, then I'm like, what am I even doing here?
Right. We came, it was one of my wife's birthday. I forget which birthday year it was. But we celebrated her birthday in Austin, and same. We felt the energy, and we're like, dude, this is the right place.
You just
and
feel it.
A couple of years later, we ended up making the move to the city. And it was great. We never looked back.
For me, when I was in Michigan, so I went back to Michigan a couple weeks ago. The energy, it just drops. I have that motivation, but the people out there, I mean, obviously there's great people out there too, but it's it's just the environment. The environment really just helps you scale. I don't think I would have done the same thing in Michigan like I did in Austin, because the people here, it's just so easy to accept.
Plus, you were in a smaller town too, right?
And I'm in a smaller town, in a bigger city like Detroit and Chicago and all these things. It's harder to even Dallas and Houston. People tell me this. It's harder to connect with people because people are more kind of reserved.
Even in Dallas and Houston?
That's what a lot of people that lived in Dallas and Houston told me. Personally, I never lived in Houston or Dallas, so I can't comment on. I've been there a couple times, but I can't comment. But everyone said Austin is the city. If you want to collaborate and if you want to grow your business, yourself, your mindset, everything, Austin is the right place to be.
It's a great place to scale.
It's absolutely a great place to scale because of the fact that you just meet people just in the street. They're making when I interview some people making over 6 figures a month. Right, young entrepreneurs, and you just meet them out just out of nowhere, right? That kind of stuff. So it's easy to meet people here in Austin, and when you can meet people in Austin like that, it just makes that's how the Austin Report grew, is because it's just so easy to meet all these different people.
And we have so many networking events.
And so many networking events.
I mean, if I find it kind of bizarre when somebody says city doesn't offer anything. Dude, there's so many apps that you can get on with, like if you're a runner or bicycler or want to get into tech or whatever the line is.
Anything that you want to get into.
You think of, there's like clubs or events or get-togethers, whatever it is.
Yeah, it's like
there's plentiful of that.
Anything that you want to get into, you can just do it. And that's Austin. Austin just has that blend. Good weather all year round, outdoorsy. So it's like
the access is there.
It just and access to people. Like, what else do you need in the city?
Right.
If you can go outside, let's say you're stressed out, go out on a walk, go hiking, but then come back, but also meet entrepreneurs, meet people, go to these events, socialize, all these different kinds of things. And the people in Austin, I realize, want to help people grow.
Yes, and that's 100% true. Like,
that's the difference I've seen in this city versus other cities, right? So,
and it's also really cool to have UT in downtown.
Yeah,
right. I mean, the epicenter of everything. You have a huge academic institution.
And I don't know if you knew, UT is the top 60 university in the entire world.
Is that right?
And I did that postage. Okay. And that shows you the levels of UT and what it brings people. Like the employers, a lot of the employers that are hiring come from UT grads. It's like UT people that have already graduated. They have a huge institution infrastructure, built in UT. I never went to UT, but I wish I did. It's like it's that kind of thing. It's like it has that effect on businesses and the growth.
I mean, their networking is really good. They matriculate really well. You get recruited out really, really well.
Yeah.
Whether you want to end up in like Wall Street or
anything
or whatever you want to
any kind of profession and things like that. So
that part of it's neat. And then just the professors I run into of UT, man, these guys are high caliber folks.
Yeah. So I guess another topic that I want to kind of switch over is something that you're working on right now, which is more of like the healthcare real estate side of things. So I just wanted to kind of know your like what got you, I guess, I mean, because of you being in that healthcare sector got you into it, but it's like where are you right now, I guess, in this like sector?
Yeah, for me, my passion obviously is it's the stability that healthcare has to offer.
Yeah.
Right? It's the stability that healthcare real estate specifically has to offer. So, we've created a fund around that.
Yeah.
And the purpose of the fund is I'm already investing into this type of stuff.
Yeah.
It allows me to scale faster, to do deals together.
Yeah.
And little bigger deals.
Yeah.
Than I normally would do.
Yeah.
And then we can kind of go in and out of the funds very strategically, right?
Yeah.
So I devised these funds to be predictable in terms of returns.
Yeah.
Very stable, and we have a very strategic exit strategies on these things as well, right? So with that being said, it's almost like decorrelating it from economic conditions.
Got it.
And which is why I'm biased towards healthcare.
Of course.
And then the way I'm executing the fund strategy as well.
Got it.
So for me, that's kind of our biggest focus right now, and it's our bread and butter as well.
It's your bread and butter. And where do you see, I guess, the future in this? I know you're mentioning space? About the stability of it. It's great, but where do you see this with the whole Austin ecosystem?
Austin specifically is a younger population, right? Which is really cool. But the country in general, we have it's an aging population.
It is.
So the need of healthcare is never going to go away.
It's never going to go away.
I'm really excited about the new hospital system. I don't know if you've reported.
No, I've never heard of it. Yeah.
But a very technology focused hospital system coming in. I think it's going to be part of the UT system.
Oh, was it? Okay. Right? So another thing that UT is involved in.
Yeah. Which would be really cool. So they're blending the two, which is great for educating the medical residents coming out of it.
Yeah.
Right? But we're predominantly on the real estate side of stuff, and so that sector is not going to go away.
Never.
It's a stable sector that you can invest anywhere in North America, and you're going to be fine, right?
Yeah.
As opposed to multifamily or single family housing or hospitality or, whatever else that you can think of. For us, healthcare is just more stable.
It's just more stable
of an asset class.
Got it. And is that something that you're just going to I guess in your long-term plan? Like I want to kind of know your vision as well. Is that kind of the only sector that you're focused in right now, or are you working on other sectors?
Yeah, so I look at signals in the market.
Yeah.
So for us, our flagship's always going to be healthcare real estate.
Yeah.
And then we're developing out active adult built to rent communities.
Right? Yeah, that's huge.
So I think it's a up and coming asset class.
Yeah.
And it works well with the healthcare stuff that I do too.
Yeah.
So active adult is they don't need associated healthcare or anything, and they're still active.
Yeah.
But it's a community full of 55 and up, whether it's built to sell, built to rent, that's area specific. But it's the social aspect that comes with it, right? These folks, the kids are out of the house, they're empty nesters. They need now like the social aspect, whether it's pickleball or tennis or swimming or card games or whatever it is, right? So heavily amenitizing it for the social aspect, so people can get together and form a sense of community.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's all about community. It's all about, just being together. And that's what represents Austin, right? It's I kind of see it as like kind of like a family kind of city.
Right.
Where it's like everyone's together and everyone wants to help each other grow. Everyone wants to help each other win.
Exactly. And then our third prong of the approach is like our mentorship and consulting to help young folks, such as yourself, grow.
Yeah.
And push them into the next level. Like, what's next level for you? What does it look like, right? What's your passive income strategy?
Yeah.
And all of that, right? What drives you? What motivates you? What wakes you up?
Got it.
That type of stuff, right?
No, that's awesome.
That's also like a form of philanthropy and giving back and paying it forward for the next generation.
Yeah, like I said, the giver's mentality.
Right.
We already talked about that.
So,
no, that's awesome,
cool, man.
Yeah, I think
talking to you.
No, I don't know how long it's been.
It's been an hour.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
5:53.
Yeah.
We got 10 minutes. Yeah. Okay. I was gonna ask you another question. Is like I guess just kind of your hobbies and stuff like that, because we talked about a lot of different things.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna ask you about your hobbies.
The biggest hobby I have right now is my mentoring the young generation. Right?
Yeah.
The other thing is, for me, discipline-wise, I work out, exercise every day.
Health is wealth.
Health is really important, right?
Yeah.
Because as I get older, like if I can't enjoy life, what's the point of life?
What's the point of life?
Right? It doesn't make any sense. And then I'm just now getting into like golf, like learning how to swing and all of that kind of stuff.
What about pickleball?
With my son. It's been many years since I've played pickleball.
Really? You've seen the growth of pickleball in Austin.
Wild.
It's absolutely wild. I mean, being in real estate, you can see how many pickleball.
All the pickleball places are everywhere here. It's really cool.
You have I did video coverage for them, like Apex. They opened in Cedar Park and things like that. There's a lot of pickleball chains and pickleball places that are just opening up left, right, and center now.
Yeah.
It just kind of came out of nowhere, in my opinion, to a place where it's like now everyone's playing pickleball.
Yeah, right.
It's just mind-boggling to see sometimes that a sport like that where you never heard of it, now it's like everyone's like, I'm going to play pickleball. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that, right?
Yeah.
So,
we played. It's probably been 5 or 6 years
really
since we've played, but we had a blast. It was early on when it was.
Oh, it was early on the boom before it really got mainstream.
Right.
Really. Got it.
In Austin, we haven't really had a chance to play.
Got it. And is for you itself, like, do you also like traveling to or things like that? Kind of like I know Austin's your main city right now.
Austin's hub.
It's the hub. But do you have like any passions of kind of like expanding? I guess that also goes to personally and also business wise as well. Like, are you looking to expand to other cities?
Yeah. So we're between officed out of Austin, Scottsdale, and Atlanta.
Oh, okay. So you guys are kind of all over.
Yeah, okay. 3 cities, right? Which is really neat. And that's because, we have team members
of course.
In the places, which is cool. And then family wise, my kids are in high school, so
Oh,
we'll have a couple years.
yeah.
So we try to take advantage of all the family time and get away as much as we can.
Yeah.
Time permitting.
And now that we've also another question I forgot to ask is when you speak about time, like how like especially you have a family and you have all these businesses, all these goals and ambition, how do you manage your time?
Oh man, that's the tough part, right? So my problem is I lean more heavily on the business
Yeah.
side of stuff, right? But I know I have a very limited period of time left with the kids before they
Yeah.
head off to college.
Exactly.
So I'm trying to prioritize when they get off, trying to get away.
Yeah.
And what I try to do, when we're out in different cities, if I have to have business meetings, I try to get it early in the morning while they're sleeping or whatnot, so I can kind of weave both in
to get both
because,
best of both worlds.
Those meetings never end. For me,
meetings will never you can just keep going on and on.
It just keeps going, right? And then, but I also have to kind of swipe out like the family time and the.
I think family time is really important. Family, I mean, it is right. Like it's just you never know. Like they'll be off to college, or
it's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be tough to hang. And you might have it's the regret, right? You're like,
because once they're out, they're gonna be living, finding their own pathway.
Yeah, they're gonna be finding their own pathway. It's like anything. It's kind of like another analogy is just starting a business. Like, just do it, right? Just do it. Don't wait for it and say like, oh, I'm gonna hang out with them later, or I'm gonna start the business later.
Never happens.
It never happens.
Never happens.
You'll never have a time where everything aligns perfectly just for you.
No, you just have to, like you said earlier, you put yourself out and do it, and you move forward, right? Whether it
works out or not.
Whether it works out or not, you take that risk, and you do it.
But the thing is, even if it doesn't work out, you get the learning lesson from it.
Yeah.
So you're still successful. You're still succeeding if you really think about it.
Exactly. Right. You're learning something always.
Yeah.
And you're meeting people.
I mean, what else do you like?
And
that's the best thing. It doesn't get better than that.
Right.
Even if you fail, you're like one step failure is closer to being successful. Right.
Right. Because I feel like if I didn't randomly run into you, right, and we like totally randomly connected, I would have never been here doing podcasts, or it wouldn't even have crossed my mind.
It wouldn't even cross your mind
to get involved in podcasting and stuff, right? It wasn't even on my radar.
Would you do you think that's kind of like fate, or do you think that's kind of just like you creating your own chances? Do you believe in luck? That's another topic.
No, I definitely believe in luck, right?
Yeah.
And it's me putting myself out there, right? Because I was in a random technology meeting, like a software meeting.
Yeah.
And I'm not even a software guy.
Yeah.
Right. But I enjoy going to that stuff because I run into founders, developers.
Yeah.
And then maybe I invest into things that they're doing.
Yeah.
Right. And we add it to
your portfolio
of stuff. Right.
So
and that's why I go to that stuff. And that's how we.
Yeah. That's how we met. Yeah. So I guess, just for people listening as well, just take that chance, just be out there. I think when you're out there, I've just gotten so many, like personally for me, I've gotten so many opportunities I would have never thought of, just by meeting the right people.
The beauty of Austin is, like for myself, I go to random meetings that I don't belong in.
Yeah.
All the time.
All the time.
Okay. And I meet some of the coolest people doing some of the coolest things.
Yeah.
And you never know when you may need to connect with that person again somewhere along the line.
Yeah.
Or like you learn something from them.
You learn something from them.
And that's the beauty of it.
Yeah, and that's why like everyone should put themselves out there. If they don't, then you're gonna be kind of isolated.
You want to be the lowest guy on the totem pole in that room.
Yeah, you want to be the lowest guy in the totem pole.
You want to be uncomfortable in that room.
Yeah, because I think being uncomfortable is the best way to kind of grow out of your shell,
Right.
Become a better person.
Yeah. And like when you're walking into the room, you should be thinking, man, do I really belong in this room?
Yeah.
And that's when you know you're in the right place.
Yeah, because then you know that there's people out there that can help you grow, that if you feel uncomfortable, you're like, whoa, you know what? I want to be just like them. Like I want to be in that room to learn from all these cool, and maybe there's some things that you can help them as well.
Right.
Sometimes a lot of people think like, oh yeah, this guy's like successful and things like that. like I can't help. No, everyone, in my opinion, has a different perspective, has different ideas that they can help each other with.
Right.
Just bouncing ideas back and forth with different people, right, is something that I think everyone should do in Austin. So
awesome. Thank you for having me on your podcast, man.
I think this is great, and this is like something that I'm really passionate about, like podcasts, kind of getting ideas from people who are really making a difference in Austin, and also entrepreneurs, you know, startup owners, things like that. You know, just everyone is welcome, you know, in the podcast, because everyone has a perspective to share, and I think this is something that, you know, the Austin audience would benefit from to hear this, and hopefully get inspired from as well.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I think it's been good. I think, how long has it been?
Yeah, we're on time.
Yeah, we're on time.
59 minutes.
Cool.
Hey, you did really good, man. You're like a natural.
It's kind of, I mean, some of them